From
Welcome
Ohio
back
County
to the
High School, Grayson County getting ready to take on Ohio County in a girl-boy doubleheader. For the boys' game, it's one of the region's top teams taking on Grayson County. But first, it's an old friend in Ted Hill taking on his Ohio County team against this Grayson County team. Two teams very close in the rankings as we get ready to roll here from Hartford. And a good evening and welcome to Ohio County High School for tonight's coverage of Lady Cougar basketball on K105. Sam Gormley here on the call with you today, so we appreciate you for taking the time to tune in to tonight's coverage. Coming up on our locker room show, we're going to introduce you to both the Grayson County Lady Cougars and the Lady Eagles of Ohio County, which is game number one of our doubleheader. We'll give you the starting lineups, and we'll also talk to Coach Mack, get his thoughts on the matchup. That comes up and more right here on K105.
Connection builds community. It grows the minds of future citizens and leaders. Connection teaches. It encourages. It builds confidence through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connection says together, we can.
The one thing I know about Grayson County schools, when you get the right people going in the right direction, anything's possible.
We are GC Connected.
We had an MRI, and then all of a sudden this doctor comes in and he says to us, we have the potential here for a catastrophic event.
And he looked scared.
He looked terrified. And he's like, we got to operate now. It just all changed. Life changed.
Bryce is one of the 47 children per day who are diagnosed with cancer. Today's treatments aren't enough. To watch the rest of Bryce's story, visit childrenscancer.org/story.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Jim writes, I'm so glad I came to Future Designs for my new roof. The staff was so helpful and knowledgeable, and they made sure I got the right materials for my needs. Thanks, Jim. Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Ohio County High School, where it is Grayson County getting ready to take on the Lady Eagles here in a girl-boy doubleheader. This Ohio County team enters with a record of 2-1. They are coached by Ted Hill, the former Grayson County head coach, is here as the head coach of this program. This year, 2-1. They beat LaRue County and Apollo and lost to E-Town 71-40 in their last game. I mean, that E-Town team, obviously one of the top teams in the 5th region every single year. This Ohio County team has battled some injuries and some players that will not play tonight, including their best shooter, Celeste Jakimowicz, out for the season. Great three-point specialist. Averaged 5 points and 2 rebounds a year, shot nearly 36% from three. She was a dangerous threat, and she will not play tonight, including also Caitlin Wilson, the junior forward. She averaged 5 points and 5 rebounds a game, had a big game against the Lady Cougars a season ago. For Ohio County, the players that you will need to know, it's pretty much the two-headed monster right now of Ella Decker, the junior. She averaged 6 points and 5 rebounds a year ago, and then Lily Kate Hill, who's the daughter of Ted Hill, averaged just under 4 points and over 1 rebound a game a season ago for Ohio County. Grayson County had the big win against Bullitt Central last week. We'll take a break and introduce you to them after this. This is Lady Cougar Basketball on K105.
We had an MRI, and then all of a sudden this doctor comes in and he says to us, we have the potential here for a catastrophic event.
And he looked scared.
He looked terrified. And he's like, we got to operate now. It just all changed. Life changed.
Bryce is one of the 47 children per day who are diagnosed with cancer. Today's treatments aren't enough. To watch the rest of Bryce's story, visit childrenscancer.org/story.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way.
We are neighbors helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes, we get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
But now, our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ashley Gabbard, internal medicine physician with Owensboro Health. I'd like to talk with women 40 and over about having annual mammograms, even if there is no history of breast cancer in your family. Early detection provides women a strong advantage in fighting breast cancer. Ask your primary care provider for a referral and schedule your screening online at owensborohealth.org/mammogram.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Ohio County High School, where it is Grayson County about to take on this Ohio County team. As for Grayson County, they had their big win on Friday evening last time out against Bullitt Central. They won that game 47-37. It was Bree Jones, the 8th grader, that had career-high 14 points. Sydney Perkins also joined her with 14, and if Grayson can continue to get that out of their backcourt between Jones and Perkins, you don't need 14 every night from both of them, but if you can get double-digit consistently, it's really going to help this team long-term. Sutton Van Meter as well is another one of those players that can get closer and closer into that double figures every single time. She had a bounce-back game after a rough first game of the season. She had 8 points and 6 rebounds against Bullitt Central. Isabel Blanton, the junior, along with another junior, the duo there of Ella Narvaez. Narvaez, 2 points, 4 rebounds. The line doesn't tell you a lot when it comes to that, but multiple deflections and almost annoyances and so on in the post. She played a really good game, especially in that third and fourth quarter, to help allow the Lady Cougars to not allow Bullitt Central to come back at all in that game. Because really, Grayson County, they fell behind 8-7 after the 7-0 run. And they went on a run, and it was never closer than really 4 points the rest of the game. It was just one of those that, Bullitt Central would bring it to 4, Grayson would extend it to 8 or 9, and then Bullitt Central would come back, and Grayson never let the game go, and Narvaez deserves a lot of the credit for that. Coach Mike McClintock is the head coach of the Lady Cougars. He's talking to Ted Hill right now in front of us, so we'll take a break and talk to him, get his thoughts on the matchup after this, as this is Lady Cougar Basketball on K105.
For the more than 1 million people living with Parkinson's disease, the Parkinson's Foundation celebrates movement at Moving Day. A movement toward life-saving resources. Movement toward advancing research and care. Movement toward a better life. We care. We fight. We move to beat Parkinson's. Move with us at movingdaywalk.org.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Jim writes, "I'm so glad I came to Future Designs for my new roof. The staff was so helpful and knowledgeable, and they made sure I got the right materials for my needs. Thanks, Jim." Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
The doctor said I had a 29% chance to find a blood stem cell donor. But I knew you were out there. And when we matched, it was the best day ever. Dear donor, your blood stem cells saved me from leukemia. Thank you forever and ever and ever.
experience the true joy of saving a life at BeTheMatch.org.
When I found out my son was addicted to opiates, I didn't know where to turn. Now I know there's help, and you can call, whether you're a family member, a sibling, or the person with the addiction. And the number is 1-833-8-KY-HELP. Call for the resources. They're going to help you with compassion and care and the knowledge of what's available to get you the help you need.
Welcome back to the Locker Room Show here on K105. Sam Gormley now joined by head coach of the Lady Cougars, Mike McClintock. Coach, you had the big win on Friday against a really solid Bullitt Central team. When you got the chance to go back and rewatch it, what went well?
I just thought we handled the ball a lot better than we did against Breck. We only had 8 turnovers, so I think that was the difference.
What did you not like despite the 10-point win?
We had some breakdowns on defense, where they got the open threes, and but I think we've worked on that the last couple of practices, and I think we got it taken care of, I hope.
I know that a couple of years ago when Ted Hill was the head coach at Grayson County, he had an interview after a game where he talked about Isabel Blanton. And the word he used to describe her, the phrase, was that she was in the oven, meaning that she was coming along. She wasn't ready just yet, but she was going to be there at some point. She continues to show little flashes of being just a really, really good player. How does she continue in that direction?
She works hard. She works real hard in practice. She'll stay after and shoot a little bit, and she wants to get, she wants to get better. So then it's easy to coach if they want to get better.
Ted Hill, we touched on him. You know him very well. You know his teams and what they're like because you both were at Edmondson at the same time. What is a Ted Hill team like?
Press, press, press.
Leading right into the next question. How do you go up against a team that presses, especially him bringing out the diamond?
Well, actually, Sam, I was glad that Bullitt Central threw that at us Friday night, and I thought we handled it pretty well. So I think we're ready for it.
What is the key to breaking it?
Getting the ball in the middle and getting the wings to go to the corners and be ready to shoot.
You mentioned after the game on Friday that the little bit of film at that point that you'd watched on this Ohio County team is that they have some really good drivers. Yeah. How do you go up against drivers?
Well, we got to keep our distance, don't reach, be in help position, and be moving our feet on defense and a lot of communication.
I was listening to the interview with Coach Todd Johnston last year after the Ohio County game earlier, just to kind of get an idea because I didn't really remember what had happened in that game. And he described that as the first quarter was great, and then it went downhill from that period. And he, I think, used some terminology of something like keeping the train on the tracks when things don't go well. What's the key to that?
They have to learn to play through adversity. You got to go. If you make a mistake, you got to go on to the next play. If you miss a shot, you got to get back on defense and make the next play. So my philosophy is just forget about it, get to the next play. And if it's something we got to work on, we'll work on it in practice.
You get a chance to move to 2-1 on the season before a huge game on Friday night. How does your team pick up the win?
We have to take care of the ball just like we did Friday.
Coach, good luck. More comes up on the Locker Room Show after this.
Are you ready to help your family get prepared for the unexpected? Here we go! Ladybug and Cat Noir know how important it is to be ready because you never know when Hawkmoth is going to strike or a disaster will hit. And you don't need miraculous powers. Just put those planning skills you already have to good use. Make a plan that will help you and your family be ready when emergencies happen. Ready Kids can help. Get started at ready.gov/kids.
Look around your home, and there's probably something that was made right here in Litchfield. Leggett & Platt is a worldwide corporation making a wide range of products, including sofa sleeper and reclining hardware assemblies here at home. A portion of your Ashley, Lazy Boy, or England furniture might have been made by one of your neighbors. Join the Leggett & Platt team today. We're a one-shift operation with competitive wages. Our motto is, we work hard so you can rest easy. Leggett & Platt is an equal opportunity, affirmative action, veteran, and disability employer.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County to Ohio County High School, where Grayson County is about to face Ohio County. Let's meet the starting lineups for both teams. First for Ohio County, the Lady Eagles. Sophomore guard Lily Kate Hill averaged 3.8 points a game last year. Carly Leiser, she had 6 points and 5 rebounds a year ago. Emerson Gray, she averaged 6.4 points and 2.2 rebounds. Corey Milam, the Grayson County transfer, 1.3 points and 0.7 rebounds. And Ella Decker finished it off, 6.4 points, 5.4 rebounds. Once more, that lineup for Ohio County is Hill, Leiser, Gray, Milam, and Decker. Assistant coaches Amber Hill and Jessica Decker, and the head coach is Ted Hill. Starting lineup for the Grayson County Lady Cougars. 8th grade guard number 5, Bree Jones. Averaged just under 3 points a game. Cindy Perkins is the senior guard, coming off a 14.4 rebound performance. Sutton Van Meter is the junior guard. She had 8 points and 6 rebounds. Allie Jennings, 2 points and 4 rebounds last time out. And Isabel Blanton, 5 points and 5 rebounds. Once more, that lineup for Grayson County. Jones, Perkins, Van Meter, Jennings, and Blanton. Assistant coaches Elena Jones, Brian Jones. The head coach, Mike McClintock. The play-by-play of Grayson and Ohio is next on K105.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Jim writes, "I'm so glad I came to Future Designs for my new roof. The staff was so helpful and knowledgeable, and they made sure I got the right materials for my needs. Thanks, Jim." Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
Connection builds community. It grows the minds of future citizens and leaders. Connection teaches. It encourages. It builds confidence. Through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connection says together, we can.
The one thing I know about Grayson County Schools, when you get the right people going in the right direction, anything's possible.
We are GC Connected.
Grayson County and Ohio County about ready to roll here. It's a girl-boy doubleheader, but we'll have game number 1, which will feature the Lady Eagles at 2-1 of Ohio County and Grayson County at 1-1. Once more, the lineups for Ohio County: Hill, Leiser, Gray, Milam, and Decker. And for Grayson County, it is Jones, Perkins, Van Meter, Jennings, and Blanton. We'll take a break. Grayson and Ohio is next, right here on K105.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Jim writes, "I'm so glad I came to Future Designs for my new roof. The staff was so helpful and knowledgeable, and they made sure I got the right materials for my needs. Thanks, Jim." Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
Grayson County and Ohio County here is This series is inching closer to the 100th all-time matchup. Ohio County has dominated it overall, 72-23. But there was a stretch there in the 80s and 90s where Ohio County, I mean, you can just look up right now at the banners that are hanging, and you see that stretch where Ohio County just basketball dominated that third region, including they won 4 straight region championships, 87, 88, 89, 90. And that's when Grayson County was in the district with them. And so they tough. But Ohio County leads the all-time series 72-23. They've won the last 2. Prior to that point, though, Grayson County had won 5 in a row. So this series has been more even over these last couple of years, as it should be a exciting matchup here. I mean, these two. I mean, I kind of call it, a district game without being a district game. It's like Breck. It's a rivalry. Depending on what end of the county, it means more. The opening tip is up and controlled by the Lady Eagles of Ohio County, who enter with a record of 2-1, coached by former Lady Cougar head coach Ted Hill. We'll have more on that as the game goes along. The lineup for Ohio County is Hill, Gray, who drives in the lane with the right hand. The floater is missed, and the rebound is out of bounds off of Grayson County. It was off of Jones. That lineup for Ohio County is Hill, Leisure, Gray, Milam, and Decker. This Ohio County team last year 7-20, lost to McLean County in the 10th District semifinals. Bounce pass into the lane, missed by Decker. Rebound on the inside is going to be called a foul called on Ohio County. It's called on Emerson Gray, her first and the team's first. Ted Hill didn't agree with that call. I'd bring you our officials' names, but I'll be honest, these are 3 faces I do not recognize, and Grayson County throws the ball away on the inbounds. Van Meter throws it into Jennings, and it goes right through her hands, and an early turnover for Grayson County to open up this game. That's one of those that we talked about in the Breckenridge County game, unforced turnovers. It's something that they didn't do against Bullitt Central, who, Grayson County only had 8 turnovers in that game, and I don't know the number against Breck, but it's a number I don't think I can count so high. It is a very large number. It is Gray with the ball on the right wing, man-to-man defense for Grayson County. Drives down the lane, a foul, the basket's good, and they call an offensive foul? They did. An offensive foul called on Emerson Gray. That is 2 quick fouls on the junior guard for Ohio County, who averaged 6.4 points a game last season. Ted Hill looking at the bench, and he is going to send in Layla Baker, the freshman, to come in. Hill not happy, and we are going to have the sub. Baker, the freshman guard, checks in. Into the middle, Jones trying to break this timeline for Grayson County. Blanton loops a pass off to the right wing to Perkins. Drives the baseline. Perkins' floater from 5 feet is missed, and immediately Baker for Ohio County comes down with a loose ball. Grayson County and Ohio County tied up here at 0, just about a minute into this game. Ohio County with their 3rd offensive possession of the game. Got a couple of fouls already whistled on them. 3 left side is up, and it is off the back of the iron. Missed by Leisure. Rebounded by Blanton, who loops a pass up to Perkins. Perkins, an outlet to Jones. Jones looked to fire it inside to Jennings. Smart no pass. Jones drives the baseline inside to Jennings, who's blocked out of bounds by Baker. 6:49 left in the first quarter. No score between Grayson County and Ohio County. It'll be Perkins to trigger in. This Grayson County team 11-17 last year, lost in the 12th District semifinals. They've missed the region tournament in consecutive years for the first time since 97-98. It's been a long time before any of these players were even born. In the corner, Blanton fires down to the right block to Jennings. Spins towards the middle, off the glass, way too high. Rebound Decker for Ohio County. Gives it off to Lily Kate Hill. Do a bounce pass off to the right side to Baker, who's picked up by Blanton. No score early on between Grayson and Ohio. Ball poked away. Jones has the steal for Grayson. Going one-on-one. Jones down the right side. Layup is blocked by the rim. Fighting for the rebound, and it's picked up by Hill for Ohio County. Hill angles back over to the far side of the field, guarded by Jones. With a right hand, Hill takes it into that far corner, trying to create some space, and Jones just says, "I'll take it myself." Bree Jones takes the ball away, right up the middle, outlet, down to the right block to Blanton, who lays it in on the right side for our first points of the game. Grayson County trying to set up the full court pressure now. Hill breaks it up the far side, guarded by Van Meter, as it was kind of a lighter pressure for Grayson. They didn't do a great job of getting it set up, and because of that, Ohio County had no issues breaking it. Decker in the lane, spins towards, shot off the right side is well short. Rebounded by Perkins for Grayson County. Lady Cougars looking to push 3-on-3. Perkins angles back towards the near side, picks up her dribble, gives it into the corner to Jones. Jones back inside to Jennings. Jennings off the right side, shots missed into the hands of Decker. Decker up the middle, she's going to run things up the side. Jennings got her hand in, knocked it around. Loose ball, jump ball, possession will head towards Grayson County. 2-0, Lady Cougars of Grayson on top. 5:23 left here in the first quarter of action. A wild start in this. Mike McClintock, of course, the new head coach of Grayson County, replaced Todd Johnston, who spent 2 years at the helm of the program. He's the 13th head coach in program history. From 88 to 2000, from 88 to 2000, he was the head coach at Cannleton in Indiana before having stints coaching both the Edmonson County girls and boys. For the last 2 seasons, he was an assistant coach under Grayson County boys head coach Travis Johnston. 3 near side by Perkins, bottom of the net, put it in for Sydney Perkins. Off the assist from Bree Jones, and it's 5-0. Grayson County on top. Inbounds pass. Jones had it. And a foul is called on Jones. That's Jones's first and the team's first. Her dad, Brian Jones, is beside himself on the bench on why they called that foul. They loop it into Decker, who gets around Jennings. Decker, like a wide receiver, runs in, misses the layup. Baker with the rebound, up top to Hill. Hill guarded by Van Meter with the right hand. Hill using that arm a little bit. And if you're Van Meter next time, if you go back, you're going to get that call on an offensive foul. Left side, Baker, catch and shoot 3 is off the back of the iron. Rebound in the far corner by Bree Jones. Jones loops it off to Van Meter. Grayson County's got numbers. They got 3-on-1. Van Meter down the near side. Handoff pass to Blanton. Gives it back up top to Jones. Jones splits defenders down the right side. Off the glass basket. Good. Grayson County up a touchdown early on. 7-0, 4:15 left here in the opening quarter. Good start for the orange and blue and the blue-clad Lady Cougars. Hill down the right side is fouled by really 2 Lady Cougars. It'll be on either Van Meter or Blanton. Picked the poison, flipped the coin, and looks like it landed on heads for Sutton Van Meter, her first, team second. 2 shots coming for Lily Kate Hill, 78.6% from the charity stripe a year ago. Hill is the daughter of head coach Ted Hill. Of course, spent 2 years at the helm of the Grayson County program. From 2019 to 21, compiled a record of 33-23, including winning the 2021 12th District Championship. Hill misses the first. Second one is good. Ohio County on the board, 7-1. Grayson County on top, though. 4:08 left here in this first quarter of play. Give it into Blanton, into the middle to Van Meter. Ohio County gets to set up their pressure for really the first time today, that traditional Ted Hill diamond press. Jones curls it around, drives down the left lane, and is fouled hard by Decker. 2 shots coming for Bree Jones. For Decker, her first, team's third of this quarter. Ted Hill not happy with the defense there for Decker. That's one of those he's probably saying, that's just an obvious foul. Like, you just got to keep your hands up. I mean, she came down, and you're going to get that call every single time. 2 coming for Jones. And first one's good there for Bree Jones. Jones coming off of her career high last time out against Bullitt Central. Second chance coming. Good. Jones makes both free throws. She's got 4. Grayson County on top 9-1 halfway through our opening quarter of play. Both these teams were ranked in the 3rd region media poll that came out on yesterday. Baker in the near corner, guarded by Blanton. Ohio County 10th, Grayson County 8th. So 2 teams ranked pretty close. Reach-in foul called on Grayson County on the drive. If it's on Van Meter, it's her second, and it is. Both guards for both of these teams. Van Meter has picked up 2. Gray has picked up 2 for Ohio County. They kind of offset in that realm. Narvaez will come off the bench to come in. 2 points, 4 rebounds last time out against Bullitt Central. Like I said, she was doing the things that don't pop up in the stat sheet. Played a really, really good game, especially in that second quarter. Decker is fouled by Jennings. And 2 shots coming for Jennings. That'll be her first, team's 4th. Decker, only a 57% free throw shooter a year ago. So Ohio County, as a team, shot under 60%. Decker finds the bottom of the net for that first one. Decker led the volleyball team with over 700 assists. For the Lady Eagle volleyball team, she misses the second, and Jennings gets the loose board for Grayson County and finds it to Bree Jones. Jones at the logo, speeds down the right side, gets down the lane, shot is up, and it is missed long. She threw it up, I think might have been looking for the foul, and it went into the hands of Decker. Decker finds the guard Baker, guarded by Blanton, who stays in front of her. Good defense there by Isabel Blanton. Into the middle to Decker, who's left alone. Decker fires it back off to Hill. Hill pulls up, curls around to the left side. Basket good. First shot from the field made there. This time it's Lily Kate Hill. This one, though, I'm not sure why Decker didn't take it to the hole herself. Jones bounce pass into Blanton. Blanton's going to set things up here for Grayson County. Fires over to the far side to Jones. Jones breaks the timeline and now will set up the offense. Has that at the volleyball line. Tight defense there by Lily Kate Hill. 9-4 Grayson County on top. 2:45 left in the first quarter. Bounce pass to Perkins. Drives in the right lane. Layup too hard. Rebound tapped out of bounds by Narvaez. And that'll be Ohio County basketball. Grayson again is going to get to set up their pressure here. Be interesting to see how Ohio County deals with it. They're going to break it with ease this time as Leisure breaks the timeline across the far side. Leisure walks in the lane. She was going up for a shot and then thought, well, do I pass? And that little thought is going to be a walk every single time. Corey Milam comes back into the game. Leisure will take a seat. Ohio County now gets to set up their diamond pressure. Give it into the middle to Perkins. Perkins an outlet to Blanton. Gets a screen by Jennings. Blanton drives down. Euro step to the middle. Blocked by Decker. Into the hands, though, of Jones. Jones angles, flips. Shots short. Decker and Jennings fighting over the rebound. And it is a... They call a foul? They did. They call a foul on Jennings. That is her second and the team's fifth. That's going to be... That'll be free throws, I believe, because that's not a player control foul. So Jennings will take a seat. Kennedy Green is in place of her. I'll be honest, that was a jump ball.
At the line for Ohio County, Ella Decker shooting.
Ella Decker back to the line. She'll shoot 2, 1 of 2 last strike. Mike McClintock looking for an explanation from the official, and whatever explanation he had either satisfied him or he'd had enough because they both walk away. First free throw by Decker is good. I do like Ohio County they have little like GIFs in the corners for when they're shooting free throws, it is positive messages. Second free throw is good. And when Grayson County is shooting free throws, it is negative messages or something. It's kind of funny. Bounce pass into Blanton. 9-6 is the score. 2 minutes and 22 seconds. The scoreboard is not working right now. This clock is not rolling. Jones has it in the middle. I'm not really sure what the issue is, but the clock is not moving. And we're going to have a foul at the top of the key called on Ohio County. And the officials have still not learned that the scoreboard has not moved. Oh, now the scoreboard is off. And now they're going to have to fix it. I was going to say. So the foul was called on, I think they called it on Hill, which is her first and the team's fourth. Now they're going to have to fix this scoreboard. Well, they're looking over at the scoreboard. I'm not sure if this is a complete malfunction. Well, that would be a little bit of a problem. They're looking at it right now. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break. Grayson County has the lead. I think it's 9-6, Grayson County, as this is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
We had an MRI, and then all of a sudden this doctor comes in and he says to us, we have the potential here for a catastrophic event.
And he looked scared.
He looked terrified. And he's like, we got to operate now. It just all changed. Life changed.
Bryce is one of the 47 children per day who are diagnosed with cancer. Today's treatments aren't enough. To watch the rest of Bryce's story, visit childrenscancer.org/story.
The scoreboard is back. They fixed it. It took barely any time at all. I got a little worried there because the scoreboard operator looked at the official and did the shrug, as if to say, I don't know what the issue is, but luckily someone came in and fixed it. Handoff pass to Perkins. Grayson County up 9-6. Shot from the right side. Perkins off the back of the iron. It is missed. Rebound on the inside. Milam has it. We're going to have a jump ball that is going to give the ball in the way of Ohio County. It is 9-6 Grayson County with the advantage. 2:04 left in the first quarter. Lily Kate Hill throws it the length of the floor. Narvaez, like a DB, breaks it up, and Kennedy Green picks it up. They give it over to Bree Jones. I mean, she looked like a defensive back Brian Jones, who's the head football coach and assistant coach for Grayson, might need to say, hey, can you play some football? Bree Jones with a turnover for Grayson County. Down to Decker off the left side, just throws up a wild shot. It's missed, and the rebound goes off of Milam. I like that officials don't always, because both sides, they've not been bailing them out. Just because you drive in and throw up a wild shot, both sides have been doing this, doesn't mean it's a foul. And I like that they're not calling it. Perkins up the middle, almost lost her dribble and almost fell down. Into the corner to Blanton. Zone. They leave Perkins alone. A deep right side three. It is short, and the rebound is spiked out of bounds by Green for Grayson County. It'll be Ohio County basketball. 1:32 left in the first quarter. 9-6. Grayson County has the advantage. They've slowed down offense. Started off pretty well. Jones has 4 points. Perkins with 3. Blanton with 2 for Grayson. Bounce pass into Baker. Up the far side and stepping out of bounds. Ball will head towards the Lady Cougars of Grayson County. As a reminder, this is a doubleheader. We will have 2 games today. The boys' game will follow. Perkins into the backcourt, feeds it off to Bree Jones. At the logo. To the right side to Perkins, and she slid her feet and took an extra step, says the official. And the ball will head the way of Ohio County. In the game for Ohio County is Jocelyn Allen, the sophomore center. No appearances last year, but does have some height listed on the roster. It's 6 feet tall. 1:15 left in the first quarter. Grayson County hanging on to a 3-point advantage in this game. Decker up top, guarded by Green. Lowers the shoulder, kicks it to the corner. Wide open is Schrader for 3, and Schrader puts in the open 3. Only attempted 2 threes last season, but she puts in 1 there, and it's a tie game now, 9-9. Grayson County has gone ice cold from the field. Perkins breaks the timeline at the logo. Man-to-man defense now from Ohio County. Up top to Narvaez. Off to the left wing to Perkins. Gets the screen. Perkins up top. Tried to pass it to Green. She wasn't there. And that's going to be another turnover for Grayson County. And Mike McClintock just looked and said, calm down. You're okay. It's 9-9. You played well to start this quarter. Schrader to run the point. Guarded by Perkins. Grayson going man-to-man. Right side, Milam. Milam gets around Blanton. Milam curls in, throws up the floater. It's missed. Out of bounds, though, off of Grayson County. Underneath, Hill to trigger for Ohio County in front of their cheerleaders. Both teams have their cheerleaders here today. And Hill just throws it off of Bree Jones. And it'll stay the way of the Lady Eagles. 27.5 left in the first quarter of play. They loop it into Milam, who has it in between the circles. Milam off to the right side to Hill. Hill guarded by Jones. About 20 seconds and counting now left in quarter number 1. 9-9 between Ohio County and Grayson County. Hill guarded by Jones. Near side, Milam. Fires to the free throw line. Decker in on Green. Kicks it to the near side. A high arcing shot is missed on the play by Ohio County. Grayson County's got it with 5 seconds. They give it up to the far side to Perkins, who is then fouled, and that'll be shots coming for Grayson. That's the 5th foul. Schrader did the one thing she couldn't do. Gives Grayson County 2 free throws. And Perkins to the stripe. One of Grayson County's better free throw shooters. On the year, 4 of 5. Last season, 72.5. She'll get 2 here. First one is good. As a reminder, they have made the change this year that it's 5 fouls to get to the double bonus, and it resets the end of every quarter. Perkins makes both of those free throws. Grayson County on top 11-9. They give it into Milam, who then gives it to Schroeder, who steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of the first quarter of play. Grayson County on top 11-9. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
The governor has declared a state of emergency, and evacuation is now underway as the storm approaches. The National Weather Service has issued a warning as it monitors this storm, including the following counties their fortune seekers.
Convoy of Hope is ready to help you prepare for the next storm. Visit convoy.org/prepare.
The doctor said I had a 29% chance to find a blood stem cell donor. But I knew you were out there. And when we matched, it was the best day ever. Dear donor, your blood stem cells saved me from leukemia. Thank you forever and ever and ever.
Experience the true joy of saving a life at BeTheMatch.org.
Grayson County leads 11-9 as we start the second quarter of play here from Ohio County High School. Lady Cougars looking to move to 2-1 on the season, pick up their first win against Ohio County since January the 13th of 2020 when the head coach was Ted Hill. They didn't play in Ted Hill's final year, that 2020-21 year. They were supposed, really it's not the 2020-21 year, it was really just the 21 year because they didn't start playing until the beginning of January. And they were supposed to, if my memory is correct, and I could be just completely making this up, I should have communicated with Coach Hill before the game. They were supposed to play Ohio County, and that game got canceled at like noon because of COVID. And then at like 3 o'clock, we learned that they were going to play Muhlenberg County at home, and then they changed their mind and at 4 o'clock decided that they were going to play at like 7 o'clock at the Sports Center against Muhlenberg County. So literally we were just scrambling. We had to throw everything in the car and drive to the Sports Center to broadcast that game. 3 near corner, Blanton puts it in. Open 3 to start off the quarter, and Isabel Blanton starts it off. 14-9, Grayson County has the advantage early on in this second quarter of play. Milam on the right side almost lost her dribble. Now Blanton knocks it out of bounds, but it goes off the hand of her. Isabel Blanton, aggressive over there. I like the play from her. To start this quarter of play, you've got Jones, Blanton, Narvaez, Green, and Perkins, as both Van Meter and Jennings have 2 fouls for the Lady Cougars. Gray has 2 fouls for Ohio County. All those fouls came very early on in this game, especially for Gray, who picked them both up in about 30 seconds. Inside pass to Decker is knocked away by Green into the hands of Narvaez. Steal for Grayson County. Up the far side, Jones feeds it in the corner to Blanton. Inside to Narvaez. Bounce pass back outside to Jones. Jones drives off the right side. Basket's missed. Green with a nice rebound. Puts it up. It's missed. Long rebound. Chased down out of bounds off of Grayson County. Good rebound by Kennedy Green, though. Ted Hill letting the official have it on the sideline. I think he wanted a double dribble called on Bree Jones, which, just between me and you, I think might have actually happened. In the backcourt, and Gray is back into the game with those 2 fouls, and she immediately is fouled by Grayson County. It'll be on Jones. That is her second, team's first. 3 Grayson County players now with 2 fouls. Mike McClintock going to trust his 8th grader. In fact, I think she even looked at the bench and said, "I'm good, trust me." Schrader in the far corner, up top to Hill. Gives in between the circles to Gray. Man-to-man defense for Grayson County. It is 14-9. Lady Cougars on top about 90 seconds into the second quarter of play. Spinning down the lane is Gray. In on Narvaez. Shot short. Rebound bouncing around. And loose ball. Narvaez has it. Off to Jones for Grayson County. Jones at the logo breaks the timeline into the corner to Perkins. Gets a screen from Jones. 3 off the screen is short by Perkins. Rebound bounces off and Decker's got it. Decker will look to push. She doesn't have numbers. Smartly pulls up. Gives it to Schrader. 3 right side. The bank is not open. And rebound Narvaez for Grayson County. Corey Milam was collateral damage. She hit the deck after the play. 2 minutes into the second quarter of play. 14-9. Grayson County has the advantage. Narvaez on the left wing, gets it inside to Jones, fires off far side, wide open 3, Blanton puts it in. Isabel Blanton's got 8 points in the game, and it's 17-9. Grayson County on top, an 8-point advantage. 5:45 left here in this second quarter of play. Feeds it off right side, Schrader, up top to Gray, little ball fake. Gray drives in the left side into the corner to Milam. Milam on the left wing, up top now to Lily Kate Hill, guarded by Jones. Lily Kate Hill on the right side, gives it off left side now to Gray. Gray's shot is missed. Rebound out of bounds off of Our official decides he wants to use the verbal signal instead of a visual one. I think it's off of Jones. Van Meter comes in with her 2 fouls. Jones will take a seat with her 2 fouls. Is Ohio County ball. Hill to trigger from underneath of her own basket with 5:25 left in the first half of play. Gives it into Schrader. Bounce pass back into the corner to Hill. Hill guarded by Van Meter, who has those 2 fouls. Will they be aggressive in going at one of Grayson County's better defenders and also maybe their best shooter along with Perkins? Left side Gray, guarded by Narvaez, got around Gray and then dribbles it off of her foot. It'll be Grayson County basketball. I've really liked the defense today by Grayson County. It's been very good. Into Perkins, bounce pass into the middle to Van Meter. Angles back towards the near side, gives an outlet pass to Blanton. Blanton's had the hot hand for the Lady Cougars. Green drives the baseline. Green goes up with a shot. It's too long, and the rebound goes into the hands of Gray. Gray loses it, though. Loose ball. Gray still comes down with it. And now a little foul on that far side is called on Perkins. It's her first, team's second. I could hear Sydney's dad behind us. Not a fan of that call. At least I'm assuming that it's him. I know I saw him sitting there back there a little bit earlier. I know he'll go back and listen to that, so if it's you, Ernie, I don't necessarily blame you. Bounce pass into the middle. It's picked up here by Schrader. 17-9, 4:45 left to play in the second quarter. I mean, it was one of those that it could have been called a foul, but it's one of those that I just like to let the players play sometimes. Right side Decker drives in, kicks to Gray. Up top to Schrader, guarded by Blanton. Feeds it on the interior to Decker, inside to Gray, who loses the ball, and an offensive foul is going to be called on Gray, and that'll be her 3rd foul. Gray's 3rd, team's 1st of the quarter, and immediately Ted Hill's going to go to the bench and bring in Layla Baker. And now a timeout's going to be taken by Mike McClintock. It's 17-9, Grayson County on top. It's Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Are you ready to help your family get prepared for the unexpected? Here we go! Ladybug and Cat Noir know how important it is to be ready, because you never know when Hawkmoth is going to strike or a disaster will hit. And you don't need miraculous powers. Just put those planning skills you already have to good use. Make a plan that will help you and your family be ready when emergencies happen. Ready Kids can help. Get started at ready.gov/kids.
Ohio County has only made 2 shots from the field, and Grayson County leads 17-9 with 4:26 left here in this first half of play. It's been a game of runs. Grayson County was up 9-1. Ohio County went on an 8-0 run to tie the game up at 9, and now Grayson County has answered that with an 8-0 run of their own. Bounce pass into Peyton Bowman, who's into the game here for Grayson County. Bowman stops and gives it off to Van Meter on the left side. Van Meter did get away with a walk on the inbounds pass. Technically, she wasn't supposed to move because it was off of a foul and not a made basket. The officials didn't catch it. Up top to Perkins, off to the left wing to Van Meter, guarded by Baker. Grayson County on an 8-0 run here with 4 minutes left in the second quarter of play. Ohio County still looking for their first points of this quarter. Bounce pass to the right block to Van Meter, goes up with a shot, curling around. It bounced in, out again, and then bounced in for Van Meter for her first points of the game. Grayson County up by 10. Schrader, far side 3 to answer. The roll isn't there. Rebound popped off by Narvaez into the hands of Schrader, who finds Hill 3 topside. Missed Narvaez with an athletic rebound for Grayson County. She was making sure she was the only one to get it. Floater from the free throw line. The bank is open there for Sydney Perkins, and now Ted Hill wants a timeout. Grayson County has a 21-9 lead with 3 minutes and 29 seconds left here in this first half of play. Hill takes that timeout, and we will look and see if we can't find a score or two from around the region. Our third region media poll rankings did come out earlier today, and the girls poll came out yesterday. That ranking we can also take you really quick. For the girls, the top 10 this is voted on by 11 media members from around the region. It was Catholic, Breck, Meade, Owensboro as the top 4. Davis, Edmondson, Muhlenberg, Grayson, Butler, Ohio rounded out the top 10 for girls. For boys, it was Butler, Ohio, Davis, Catholic, and then 5th place was McLean, Meade, Owensboro, Muhlenberg, Grayson, Apollo. So Ohio County boys ranked 2nd in the region. We'll see them a little bit later on. Score update to bring you. McLean County and girls basketball ended up with Hopkins County Central 12-12 at the end of the first quarter. South Warren and girls basketball up on Allen County Scottsville 12-3. It does look like that Ohio County's Elijah Decker will play tonight, but according to Third Region Hoops, they will be without Carson Kennedy. So they switch off, really, in their substitutions. Out of the timeout, it'll be Ohio County basketball. They trail 21-9. 3:20 left in the first half of play. Decker to run the point. Almost lost her dribble. Narvaez dives after. Narvaez has it in a jump ball. Ella Narvaez is playing really, really well right now in this first half of play. And possession is going to stay with Ohio County. I like what I've seen there from Ella. I'll give it into the backcourt to Corey Milam to run the point, the Grayson County transfer. She played under Ted Hill when he was the head coach at Grayson County. Bounce pass left side. 3 is up by Schrader. It is well short, and the rebound will go out of bounds. 3:05 left in the first half of play. Grayson County has a 21-9 lead. Perkins angles back towards the middle. Comes down to this near side of the field. Gives to Bowman on the left wing. Bowman getting some minutes with 2 fouls on a couple of Grayson County players. Narvaez spins in the lane. Shots missed. Rebound, jump ball. And possession will stay with Grayson County this time. They're delivering the play call right now. Bounce pass into the near corner to Narvaez. Onto the right side. Now swings it over far side. Perkins. 3 is up, and Perkins can't get the 3. Narvaez had the rebound and loses it out of bounds. What a job, though, by Ella. I mean, didn't get the rebound, but you're doing enough to get your hand on the ball, and it wasn't like she was fouling either. I mean, it was just great job. You can tell just looking at her, too. She's locked in right now. It is Leisure. Drives down the right side and fouled by Perkins. That'll be Perkins' second, team's third of the quarter. 2 shots, I believe, they'll give to Leisure here. Leisure 0 of 1 at the free throw line last year. She'll get a pair here. And first one good there by Leisure. Sydney Perkins will take a seat. Allie Jennings back in. Again, as a reminder, Jennings has 2 fouls as well. You got 2 fouls for Van Meter, Perkins, Jones, and Jennings, all for Grayson County. 3 fouls on Gray for Ohio County. That's the only foul trouble they're really in. Banks in the second free throw, and Leisure makes it. Hey, the bank is there for a reason. Bowman bounce pass into the middle to Van Meter. Bump, no whistle. Van Meter fires down to the left block to Narvaez, who's wide open. And they break the press with a basket by Narvaez. And if there's been one player who has deserved getting rewarded with a basket, it is Narvaez off the assist by Van Meter. Up top, Decker, guarded by Jennings. Let's see if they go in on Jennings to try and get her 3rd foul. Decker's shot partially blocked by Jennings. Goes into the hands of Blanton for Grayson County. Bowman to run the point for Grayson. Bowman, an outlet to the right side to Blanton. Little stutter step now. Blanton will dribble. Picks it up top now in between the circles. Van Meter. Right side, Blanton. Blanton up top to Bowman. Swings it off left side to Van Meter. Fires down to the left block to Jennings. Shots missed. Might have been partially blocked from behind by Decker, who has the ball up the far side. Working 1-on-3. Decker's going to take it, and it's flung out of bounds by Decker. Van Meter had her hands in on the ball. They're going to call it out on Decker. And that was one of those 50-50. I mean, it could have been off on anyone. Ted Hill's pleading his case. And if it had been the other way, Mike McClintock would have been pleading his case. Blanton picks up the dribble and walks. She caught it, took the extra step, and that'll be a turnover heading the other way. 23-11, Grayson County leads Ohio County. 1:39 left in the first half of play. Madison Spainhauer going to come into the game for Grayson County. She didn't play against Bullitt Central. Did have a good game, though, against Breckenridge County coming off the bench, and that she had a 3 late for 4 points. Foul at the top of the key by Spainhauer. Put her name in the scorebook somehow. I respect it. Fouls. It's her first, team's 4th. Next foul will be a free throw. And passing into the backcourt to Milam, 90 seconds left in the first half. Grayson County with a 23-11 lead. Milam drives in the right side, kicks to the right wing. Three is missed short. Spainhoward with a rebound for Grayson County. Spainhoward gives it off to Van Meter, who angles back towards the near side of the court. Lady Cougars left to right on the radio dial. Off to the right side to Bowman. She's double teamed, loses, and taken away. It is Hill with it. 3-on-1. Bounce pass right side, little too long. Leisure had to run down and grab it. Because of it, they got to reset it up. Up top, Hill. Ball fake. Free throw line jumper for Hill is no good. It rolls all the way out. Narvaez with another loose board for Grayson County. 50 seconds left in the first half of play. Bowman picks up her dribble on the right side, looking for a guard, has it to Van Meter, and Mike McClintock's wanting him to slow down, and now Grayson County loses it up top. Nice bounce pass by Hill, finding Milam down the right side, who is fouled by Bowman. Bowman's first, team's fifth. And they're trying to say, hey, just slow down, is what Grayson County is saying. 39.8 on the clock here. Be Milam to shoot two. 6 of 6 from the stripe last season. First shot is no good. She misses the first there. Milam, a good soccer player. I know she's a good runner, too. She's a great athlete. Second chance coming from Milam. Good. 23-12. Grayson County leads. 39.8 in the first half. Into Van Meter, into the middle to Bowman, who loses it, gains it back though. Bounce pass back to Van Meter, who breaks the timeline. 30 seconds left in the first half to Spainhoward on the right side. Fires down to the left block to Narvaez. Great pass by Spainhoward. Narvaez throws it away, and a foul is called. That's going to be on Van Meter, I believe, and that's her third. Her third, and that'll also be free throws for Ohio County, and immediately Sydney Perkins going to come back in. It's a tough foul called on Van Meter. It's one of those where bodies were flying, and I guess somebody had to pick up the foul, and they said it was Van Meter. 2 shots will come for Schrader. First one good. Perkins back in. You'll have Baker into the game for Ohio County in place of Milam. Misses the second. Jennings with a loose board for Grayson County. Gotta imagine you gotta hold for the final shot here if you're the Lady Cougars. 23-13. Perkins up the near side of the court, trapped. Finds Bowman on the left side with 13 seconds. Inside, wide open on the left block. Narvaez takes one dribble and puts it on the left side. That works as well. 6 seconds left here in the first half. Lily Kate Hill drives down the near side, curls it around with 2 seconds. Off the glass, shots miss. Rebound by Spainhoward. And that'll take us to the end of the first half of play. Grayson County holds Ohio County to only 2 made field goals in the first half, none in the second quarter. We'll take a break. Second half comes up next, and a halftime show before that. It's Grayson County 25, Ohio County 13. It's Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
For the more than 1 million people living with Parkinson's disease, the Parkinson's Foundation celebrates movement at Moving Day. A movement toward life-saving resources. Movement toward advancing research and care. Movement toward a better life. We care. We fight. We move to beat Parkinson's. Move with us at movingdaywalk.org.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Jim writes, I'm so glad I came to Future Designs for my new roof. The staff was so helpful and knowledgeable, and they made sure I got the right materials for my needs. Thanks, Jim. Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Grayson County leads Ohio County 25-13 at the half. Lady Cougars hold Ohio County to only 2 made field goals in that first half of play. None in the second quarter. That's going to explain a lot as to why you're having as much success as you are in this half of play. Coming up on our halftime show, we'll run down some scores from around the region, the scoring from this game, and get you ready for half number 2 of play. Let's get your score at the half. 25-13, Grayson County leads. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Look around your home, and there's probably something that was made right here in Litchfield. Leggett & Platt is a worldwide corporation making a wide range of products, including sofa sleeper and reclining hardware assemblies here at home. A portion of your Ashley, Lazy Boy, or England furniture might have been made by one of your neighbors. Join the Leggett & Platt team today. We're a one-shift operation with competitive wages. Our motto is, we work hard so you can rest easy. Leggett & Platt is an equal opportunity, affirmative action, veteran, and disability employer.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way.
We are neighbors, helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes, we get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
But now, our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ashley Gabbard, internal medicine physician with Owensboro Health. I'd like to talk with women 40 and over about having annual mammograms, even if there is no history of breast cancer in your family. Early detection provides women a strong advantage in fighting breast cancer. Ask your primary care provider for a referral and schedule your screening online at owensborohealth.org/mammogram.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Ohio County High School, where it is Grayson County leading Ohio County 25-13 at the half. I'll try to see if we can't run down a quick score or two from around the region. There's a lot of games getting ready to get underway here at the top of the hour as well, but there's a few already up. At the end of the first quarter of play, good one happening in the 5th region. LaRue County in boys basketball leads North Hardin 20-17. Hopkins County Central leads McLean County 24-21. That is girls basketball at the half. Logan County in girls leads Grayson County's next opponent 15-14 at halftime. That's Edmondson County. Davis County in girls basketball on top of Hancock County 25-17. South Warren in girls basketball leads Allen County Scottsville 21-16 at the half. And we'll try to see what we can find here. That appears to be most of the scoring from this game here, as at least from around the region that I can see and around this area of the Commonwealth. I do one more little scroll through, and yes, this does appear to be most of the things. Grayson County 25-13, they lead at the half here in Hartford. Come back, run down the scoring for the first half of play after this, as this is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Some days are just better than others.
I think you should go talk to someone.
It's not that easy.
Have you been thinking about suicide? You can talk to me, Dad.
It's been a tough couple of months.
When I found out my son was addicted to opiates, I didn't know where to turn. Now I know there's help, and you can call, whether you're a family member, a sibling, or the person with the addiction. And the number is 1-833-8-KY-HELP. Call for the resources. They're going to help you with compassion and care and the knowledge of what's available to get you the help you need.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ashley Gabbard, internal medicine physician with Owensboro Health. I'd like to talk with women 40 and over about having annual mammograms, even if there is no history of breast cancer in your family. Early detection provides women a strong advantage in fighting breast cancer. Ask your primary care provider for a referral and schedule your screening online at owensborohealth.org/mammogram.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Grayson County 25-13. They lead Ohio County here at the half. Scoring from the first half of play, Blanton leads the way for Grayson County with 8 points. 7 points, Sydney Perkins, 4 each for Narvaez and Jones. Van Meter rounds out the scoring for the Orange and Blue with 2 points. For Ohio County, 4 points for Schrader. She leads the way. 3 points each for Hill and Decker. 2 points for Leisher and 1 point for Corey Milam. For Ohio County, they only make 2 shots from the field in the first half of play. A lot of free throws shot. Foul trouble, though, is going to be a major story of this second half of play, especially for Grayson County. Jones, Perkins, Jennings each have 2. Van Meter has 3 for Grayson County. 3 as well for Emerson Gray for Ohio County. That's really the only foul trouble that they are in. 25-13, though, is the Grayson County advantage. And luckily, if you're dealing with foul trouble, you want to be up. And Grayson County luckily is up by 12 points here. And hopefully they can take that and build upon it and pick up, which would be a good road win before a huge one coming up on Friday in Brownsville as they take on Edmonson County. Second half comes up next. Grayson County leads 25-13 against Ohio County. This is Lady Cougar Basketball on K105.
Look around your home, and there's probably something that was made right here in Litchfield. Leggett & Platt is a worldwide corporation making a wide range of products, including sofa sleeper and reclining hardware assemblies here at home. A portion of your Ashley, Lazy Boy, or England furniture might have been made by one of your neighbors. Join the Leggett & Platt team today. We're a one-shift operation with competitive wages. Our motto is, we work hard so you can rest easy. Leggett & Platt is an equal opportunity, affirmative action, veteran, and disability employer.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Ohio County High School, 25-13. As we start the second half of play, Sam Gormley here with you on the call on K105. Remember, the game number 2 of our doubleheader will follow today, as it'll be the Cougar boys taking on the Eagles of Ohio County. Ohio County second in the region by the 3rd region media poll released earlier today. Grayson County 9th in that poll. So Grayson County has a chance of pulling off what will be an upset on the road. We'll find out if they can do so later. But we still got half to play here. Grayson County on top 25-13. We're underway here in the second half of play from Hartford. Switching sides, Ohio County now from left to right on the radio dial. They have the ball as Milam bounces it off the knee of Blanton, and Blanton just took it right away for Grayson County. Outlet pass, right side, Perkins curls it in, drives in, shot off the right side, can't get the roll in. Narvaez, though, with another loose rebound. Up top, gives it to Jones, a little Euro step in the lane. That one pops out as well. Emerson Gray with a loose board for Ohio County. She had 3 fouls in the first half, probably only played about 2 or 3 minutes because of that. Just 3 really, really quick fouls. Gray guarded by Narvaez. Off to the left wing to Leisure. Off to the right side, Gray steps in, does a ball fake, now will drive in on Narvaez, spins down towards the near side, throws up the shot, it's high off the glass, Milam with a rebound, Milam with a putback on the inside. Or correction, that's Ella Decker rather that makes the shot on the interior. For Decker, it's her first shot from the field, she's got 5 points. Grayson County up by 10. The ball's stolen away. Lily Kate Hill, she throws it away. Gray's able to go down and get it. They give it into Decker. In on Jennings. Back into the corner to Hill, or to Gray rather, who's picked up there by Narvaez. Off to the right side. Up top now to Hill. 10-point Grayson County lead. Grayson County's not had the ball on their side of the court in this half already. From the top of the key, Decker's shot is off the back of the iron. Narvaez with a rebound, a nice little handoff pass to give it to the guard, Sydney Perkins. 25-15, Grayson County with a lead. Blanton three near side, which would have put her over double figures. It's missed. Narvaez, though, like a vacuum, another rebound. Up top, Perkins. She'll put in the three, and it is off the back of the iron and ends up hitting off the top rope. And the ball will head back towards Ohio County. Ted Hill, the head coach for Ohio County, in his 8th season at Ohio County, non-consecutive. 168-131 overall as a head coach. Of course, stop at Grayson County, also a stop at Edmonson County. Gray loses the ball, gains it back, feeds it to the far side to Milam, who steps into the three. It goes all the way in and pops out. Narvaez has the rebound and then is wrapped up, and it'll be a jump ball in possession. We'll head towards the orange and blue. 5:56 left in the third quarter of play. It is 25-15, Grayson County with a 10-point advantage. Up the far side of the floor goes Blanton. Picks up her dribble and loses it, and it goes right into the hands of Milam. Calling Milam's name a lot early on in this second half of play. Off to the right side, driving in is Leisure. In on Blanton. Bounce pass back out to Milam, who, I don't know how that three didn't drop for Milam. So, I mean, it went all the way in before popping out. Left side, Gray feeds it inside to Hill. Shot might have been partially blocked by Jones, and she's going to pick up a foul on the play. For Jones, that'll be her third. Team's third. It'll be Lily Kate Hill to the stripe, 1 of 2 today. Will Mike McClintock leave the 8th grader in there with the 2 fouls? First shot missed by Hill. It appears for right now he will. Now Grayson County, 2 of their guards, Van Meter, who didn't get the start in the second half of play, has 3, and now Jones has 3. Hill makes the second. 25-16, Grayson County with the lead of 9 points. Perkins, outlet to Blanton on the left wing. Blanton feeds it off into the near corner to Perkins. Three's way too long. Jennings with a rebound, goes up with a putback, and it is missed, but free throws are going to come here for Grayson County. Ella Decker picks up her second foul and the team's first of the third quarter of play. Allie Jennings to the stripe to shoot 2. First one is short. It's the first time she's missed from the line this season. She'd been 6 for her first 6. As I touched on it earlier, how Ohio County has little GIFs that they play. Right now it's Buddy the Elf running in the, if you've seen the movie Elf, he's in the, now, of course, the rotating door. There's a name for it, but now I can't remember. I'm sure you know what I mean. Jennings misses both free throws. Decker with a rebound. On to the right side, Decker picks up the dribble, looking for help, finds it with a handoff pass to Hill. Up top, 9-point Grayson County lead. Not scored in this quarter yet. Bounce pass inside to Decker, in on Jennings, spins towards the baseline over top of Jennings. Jennings might have gotten a piece of it, shots missed. Blanton is trapped, tried to throw it off of an Ohio County player, tries to throw it off a second time, and this time she's successful in doing so. She was trapped looking for help. It's also one of those things that Isabel needs to always remember, that you have timeouts, and you got 4 of them if you're Grayson. I mean, in that realm, take the timeout. Now, if you're late in the game and you don't have any, or those timeouts are, precious, but if you're up by 9, don't be afraid. Jones, an outlet to Narvaez. Narvaez gives it back into the middle to Jones. Zone pressure coming from Ohio County. Deep right side 3 by Perkins is good for Grayson County. Perkins is the first player in double figures. She's got 10. Grayson County leads 28-16. 4:25 left in the third quarter. Hill up at the top of the key, guarded by Jennings. Bounce pass right side, Milam. Grayson County with a light man-to-man pressure. It almost looks as if they're in a 3-2 zone, but in fact it actually might be a little bit of a 3-2 zone. And Ohio County's a little confused as to what the defense might be. Hill is... I have no idea. The whistle was blown. Inadvertent whistle. Okay. I thought he called an offensive foul on Lily Kate Hill, and if that was called an offensive foul, I think Ted Hill would have... he'd have had to probably go for an early shower because I think he'd have probably lost it. I wouldn't have blamed him, and it was just an inadvertent whistle. Okay, we're good. In the lane, Ohio County back up top to Milam at the free throw line. She's stripped. Loose ball, jump ball, possession will stay with Ohio County. 28-16, Grayson County with a lead. 3:54 left here in this third quarter of play. Lady Cougars looking to pick up a win here today against a talented Ohio County team. Give it off to the left side, driving in. Shot is well short and tried to save in by Allen. She wasn't able to off Leisher's shot. Baker will come back into the game here for Ohio County. Leisher will take a seat. 3:49 left in the third quarter. 28-16. Emerson Gray will also come back in here for Ohio County. Milam will take a seat. Here comes the diamond press for Ohio County. Jennings, handoff pass to Jones, who's going to break the timeline. Jones at the volleyball line for Grayson County, 28-16, 3:38 left in the third quarter. Left side, Blanton. They leave her alone. Blanton's had a hot hand. Don't be afraid to pull the trigger. In the corner, feeds inside to Narvaez. Nice handoff pass to Jennings on the right side. Ella Narvaez is now adding an assist to her total. (30-16), Grayson County up 2 touchdowns in Ohio County. 3:10 left in the third quarter. Gray curls it off. Back up top now to Hill. Hill guarded by Jones. On the left side, Hill back in. Bounce pass to Baker up top. In between the circles now to Gray. Guarded by Blanton. 3 minutes left in the third quarter of play. Grayson County 30-16. They have the advantage. Defense there by Isabel Blanton is smothering. They find it to Hill. Couldn't quite get a clean catch on it, or she'd had a wide open layup. Because of it, she just had to get it right back to Gray. Grayson County's not letting them get to the interior at all, and a foul's called on Blanton. Gray sold the contact. And for Isabel, it's only her first, team's second of the quarter of play. 2:38 left in the third quarter, 30-16. Grayson County leads Ohio County by 2 touchdowns. They give it back to Gray in the backcourt. Gray off to the right side to Hill, feeds it into the interior to Decker off the right side. Defense by Jennings, and the rebound ripped away by Narvaez for Grayson County. Up the far side of the floor, it is Perkins. Ella Narvaez maybe played her best game of her young career today. Ball poked away. Hill gets the steal from Jones. Narvaez pokes it away herself, and it's going to stay with Ohio County. This thing, Ella Narvaez does those things that don't always pop up. They're not the I guess even you could say the fun thing. You know, it's not always scoring. Deflections, rebounds, hustle plays. She leads the team in stats like that. Walk at the top of the key by Baker, and the ball will head back. I always love when it's an obvious walk because you can hear the collective "oh" from everyone. Schrader in here for Ohio County in place of Baker. 30-16, 2:07 left in the third quarter. Grayson County has the advantage in this game here from Hartford. Perkins breaks it at the logo. Right side, Jones. Jones thought about driving, now backs it off to the right wing. Up top to Jennings, handoff back to Jones at the free throw line, kicks it off left side, Blanton. Blanton, screen from Narvaez, feeds it back to Narvaez, and it's off her hands. She did not save it in bounds. For a second, I thought she did. Couldn't quite get there. 1:45 left in the third quarter. They give it into Decker. I think Decker's probably someone that you want to put some pressure on in the backcourt. She breaks the timeline with light pressure from Allie Jennings. Handoff Hill. Guarded by Jones. Hill might have gotten away with a push-off. Drives in, gives it to the free throw line. Gray, free throw line extended jumper. She gets the roll. Emerson Gray's first points of the game. That's only the 4th shot from the field made by Ohio County in this game. Gives it to Blanton, who's wide open. Blanton down the left lane is fouled hard, and that very well could be intentional. Schroeder absolutely destroyed Isabel Blanton. Mike McClintock was wanting an intentional foul, and I think he's got a case for it because Schroeder looking like a linebacker coming over the middle to Isabel Blanton. Blanton's going to get 2 shots coming. I mean, wow. Blanton 62.9% a year ago. First free throw is good. She gets the shooter's roll. That's only the team's second. Second one coming here for Blanton is good. She makes them both. 10 points for Isabel Blanton. 32-18, and Schroeder almost walked with it in the backcourt. Give it up to the high side of the court to Emerson Gray, guarded by Blanton. Gray trying to create her space. It's a screen by Hill. Picks it up, gives it back to Hill. Jones got her hand in on the pass, diving after the ball. Loose ball, jump ball. Possession to Grayson County. Van Meter comes back into the game in place of Jennings. Van Meter didn't get the start in the second half because of those 3 fouls, I would assume. I can't imagine it's something that she did. It was just she had 3 fouls. 59.7 on the clock here in the third quarter of play. Grayson County has the 14-point advantage. Bounce pass into Jones. Runs up the near side of the floor. Angles back towards the middle. Gives it to Narvaez. Down the left side. Can't make the layup. Great ball movement. Narvaez just couldn't finish. She was a little too far inside the basket. And now a foul up top by Jones is going to be her 4th. Only the team's 3rd, but immediately Mike McClintock going to the bench and going to put in Peyton Bowman in place of Bree Jones, who picks up the 4th foul. I think Jones thought she had a clean strip. Might have gotten a little bit of contact on that. 45 seconds left in the third quarter of play. Grayson County leads by 14 points. Gray breaks the timeline, guarded by Bowman. Van Meter comes with the pressure now on Hill. It blows past her. Shot in the lane. Fouled. I think on Bowman they're going to call this. It is on Bowman. Her 2nd, team's 4th. 2 shots coming for Lily Kate Hill. 2 of 4 on the game. And it is missed, the first one. Second one coming for the sophomore Hill is no good. Misses it short. Blanton with a loose board for Grayson County. Now Van Meter is called for an offensive foul. That'll be Van Meter's 4th. Mike McClintock can't believe it. Brian Jones can't believe it on the sideline. And Grayson County wants a sub. It'll be Allie Jennings that'll come in for Van Meter, who picks up her 4th foul. Number 24, Allie Jennings. 32.5 to play in the third quarter. Given to the backcourt to Schrader. She's trapped, is able to break it. She was trapped by the baseline, and then also Perkins. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Bounce pass to Hill on the right side, guarded by Bowman. Up at the top of the key, picked up by Gray. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Gray back now to Hill, deep on the right wing. 10 seconds in the third quarter. Hill picks up her dribble. Grayson County up by 14 points. They give it to Gray. She's going to back it off. I don't know that she knows the time. Now she realizes, drives downhill from 7 feet. Her floater's no good. Perkins with the rebound. She's not going to be able to get a shot off. Grayson County leads Ohio County 32-18 as we head to the fourth quarter of play. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Look around your home, and there's probably something that was made right here in Litchfield. Leggett & Platt is a worldwide corporation making a wide range of products, including sofa sleeper and reclining hardware assemblies here at home. A portion of your Ashley, Lazy Boy, or England furniture might have been made by one of your neighbors. Join the Leggett & Platt team today. We're a one-shift operation with competitive wages. Our motto is, we work hard so you can rest easy. Leggett & Platt is an equal opportunity, affirmative action, veteran and disability employer.
For the more than 1 million people living with Parkinson's disease, the Parkinson's Foundation celebrates movement at Moving Day. A movement toward life-saving resources. Movement toward advancing research and care. Movement toward a better life. We care. We fight. We move to beat Parkinson's. Move with us at movingdaywalk.org.
Grayson County leads 32-18 as we start the fourth quarter of play here from Hartford. Trying to pick up a win against their former head coach, Ted Hill, and Ohio County. Sam Gormley here with you on the call. Lady Cougars are dealing with some foul trouble as both Sutton Van Meter and Jones have 4 fouls for Grayson County. Neither one will start the fourth quarter of play. It is 32-18, Grayson County on top. And we are underway as Ohio County will have the ball to start this final quarter of play. Grayson County looking to move to 2-1 on this season. Ohio County trying to avoid dropping to 500. Hill on the right side, guarded by Bowman. Hill drives, passes, left side, layup is missed. That's a new player into the game. Picking it up and making the shot on the left side is Milam. As into the game is Madison Crow. She missed the shot. Milam came down with a rebound to give it off, and now Narvaez throws the ball away, and it goes into the hands of Crow. A little sloppy here for Grayson County. 30 seconds into the fourth quarter, driving down. Shot missed by Gray. Rebounded by Jennings for Grayson County. Jennings a handoff pass to Perkins, who then double dribbles with it. .7:23 left in the fourth quarter. Timeout taken here by Mike McClintock with 7:23 to go in the game. It is 32-20. Grayson County on top. Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Are you ready to help your family get prepared for the unexpected? Here we go! Ladybug and Cat Noir know how important it is to be ready, because you never know when Hawkmoth is going to strike or a disaster will hit. And you don't need miraculous powers. Just put those planning skills you already have to good use. Make a plan that will help you and your family be ready when emergencies happen. Ready Kids can help. Get started at ready.gov/kids.
Grayson County leads 32-20 here in this fourth quarter of play. Mike McClintock takes the timeout. I actually like that timeout there. It's kind of a sloppy start to the quarter. You just had a turnover as well. As if to say, hey, you're up by 12 points. You're up, you're fine. Shot in the lane is missed by Ohio County. That's another new player. That's Decker that missed the shot. Rebounded by Grayson County. They give it off here to Perkins for the Lady Cougars. Perkins up at the logo, 32-20, about 7 minutes left. Outlet pass taken away here by Hill. Run out, layup, right side, good by Hill. 32-22, it's a 10-point Grayson County lead. At the left wing, Jennings, handoff pass to Bowman. Bowman up top, gives it off right side now to Blanson. Grayson County does have 2 of their best players on the bench with 4 fouls in Sutton Van Meter. And now another throwaway here, luckily run back down by Perkins, who then loses the ball out of bounds, but it's deflected out by Hill. And I was wondering, I was getting ready to ask the question of how long would Mike McClintock leave either Bree Jones or Sutton Van Meter on the bench with 4 fouls? Well, the answer has been given to me because Bree Jones is back into the game with 6:37 to go. Van Meter Perkins into Jennings. Jennings gives it back to Perkins, who spins down the right lane and is fouled on the shot. Foul called on Decker, her third, team's third. It's the only foul trouble for Ohio County. 3 on Gray, 3 on Decker. Other than that, they've got nothing to worry about. Just 1 foul on Hill, 1 foul on Trader. Grayson County, though, is definitely in foul trouble. First free throw, good by Perkins. Second one coming to make it back to a 12-point advantage. It is coming, and it is good. Perfect free throw there by Sydney Perkins. And Grayson County's got the 12-point lead. Bounce pass into Hill, guarded by Jones. Up the far side of the floor, Grayson County looking to move to 2-1 on the year. Hill kicks it off to Decker, 18 feet on the far side. It's short. Narvaez with another loose board for Grayson, looking for a guard, and when she was looking for a guard is fouled by Ohio County's Madison Crow. That is her first, team's first, or correction, team's second of the second quarter of play. Narvaez, though, with another rebound. She's played great today. Outlet to Perkins, up the near side of the floor. Perkins slows, tries to split defenders, loses, gains, and it goes into the hands of Hill, who then has it ripped away by Jennings. Off to the right side to Blanton, gives it to Jones. Jones curls it around to Perkins. Perkins down the left lane, bumped, no whistle, shot off the left side's good, though, by Sydney Perkins. 36-22, a wild sequence there. Grayson County up by 14 points, under 6 minutes to go in the game. Decker on the right side, guarded by Jennings at the free throw line, gives it back outside to Hill. Driving in, back up top. Swinging off left side, Milam. They leave her alone from three. She's already made one, and now she makes a second. Corey Milam's second three of the game, and a timeout is going to be taken here by Ted Hill. We'll take it with him. 36-25, 5:37 to go. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Connection builds community. It grows the minds of future citizens and leaders. Connection teaches. It encourages. It builds confidence through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connection says together, we can.
The one thing I know about Grayson County Schools, when you get the right people going in the right direction, anything's possible.
We are GC Connected.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way.
We are neighbors helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes, we get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
But now, our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Grayson County leads 36-25, 5:37 to go out of the timeout by Ohio County. They go to the far side to Allie Jennings. Will do a handoff pass to Jones, who's playing with 4 fouls for Grayson County. Jones at the free throw line. Jump pass to Narvaez. Feeds it off left wing. 3 by Perkins. Count it. 3 good by Sydney Perkins. She's got 7 points in the quarter. Grayson County's opened this game up. Now they lead 39-25 with 5:14 to go in the ball game. Blanton guarding Gray, crosses it to the left side, and a 3 is short by Schrader. Perkins comes down to the loose board, and Mike McClintock smartly just tells Grayson County, slow down, let's run the offense. You're up by 14 points. Blanton on the left wing, up top to Narvaez, gives it off right wing. Perkins back to Narvaez in between the circles. She swings it left side. Blanton fakes the pass, gives it to Jennings now at the top of the key. Back to Narvaez. Bounce pass inside to Jones on the right block. She's double teamed, spins towards the baseline. Nice move by Jones to get the shot on the baseline. She's got 6 points. Grayson County now leads 41-25, 4.5 to go in the game here. Decker at the top of the key, guarded by Jennings. Off the left side, basket good, and she's fouled. An aggressive take to the hole by Ella Decker. Call on Jennings. That is her third. Team's first of this quarter. Grayson County done a good job on Decker. She's 3 of 4 from the line. That was only her 7th point. You can make it 8. She makes that free throw. Kennedy Green comes in. Allie Jennings will take a seat. Jones into Perkins for Grayson County. Back now to Jones. Breaks the timeline at the logo for the Lady Cougars. Looking to pick up a big win before hitting the road on Friday still as they take on Edmondson County. Top of the key, Jones, guarded by Schrader. Jones with the right hand, spins it and gives it back now to Perkins with 4 minutes left in the game. Grayson County leads by 13 points, 41-28. Jones, little Euro step down the right lane, count the basket, she'll go to the line. Great move by Jones on the aggressive take. Foul called on Gray, her fourth, team's third. You're seeing Jones's confidence continue to grow. And if you are a team in this district and in this region, that is the last thing you want to see as Jones makes the free throw. I mean, that is a dangerous thing when this 8th grader continues to play with more confidence because she's got all the potential in the world. On the right side, Hill, guarded by Jones, 44-28. Driving in, just trying to split the defenders. Hill shot missed. Blanton with a loose board for Grayson County and gives it up to Perkins, who's going to slow. Now speeds down the right lane. Perkins drives the baseline, goes up with a shot. It is missed. And a foul called on Decker. Ted Hill crosses the half-court line. That is her fourth, team's fourth. Ted Hill wanting an explanation from the official. And Sydney Perkins will have 2 free throws. And the official is listening to Ted Hill, but it's not going to be a conversation. It's a very one-sided conversation right now. Ted Hill looks at Grayson County's bench and laughs, and he says something else to him, and now he's going to back off. Van Meter is back into the game for Grayson County. Perkins did make the first free throw. The second one coming is a lane violation called on Green. So no free throw for Grayson County. So Perkins goes 1-1 from the line. They still lead 45-28, 3:25 to go in the game. 21 points right now from Sydney Perkins in this game. She's almost outscoring Ohio County on her own. Off the right side, Decker spins in the lane at the right elbow. Decker shot finds the bottom of the net for Ella Decker. She's starting to heat up in this half, but might be too little too late. Sydney Perkins' career high is 25 points. She's 4 away from that with 3 minutes to go. 45-30, Lady Cougars on top. Left side, Jones, she's trapped, splits, and loses. Taken away by Schrader. It's a run out for Schrader. Narvaez blocks it out of bounds, and they're going to call a foul on Ella Narvaez.
Foul is on number 44, Ella Narvaez. That's her first. That's Grayson County's second foul.
Be her first, team's second. Schrader to the line to shoot 2. She's 1 of 2 in the game. First one, good. Fans starting to pile in, continuing to pile in for game number 2 as well, which if you're watching, it'll continue. Second free throw missed by Schrader. Ball bounces around, and Van Meter comes down with a loose board for Grayson County. Van Meter, an outlet pass to Jones. Jones picks up her dribble before she crosses the half-court line, gives it to Van Meter, who does not cross over and back, but then throws it away. Hill with a steal. Working 1-on-2. Hill over top of Van Meter, and that'll be 5 on Sutton Van Meter. That'll be her 5th foul. She'll foul out of the game with 2 points.
Foul's on number 11, Grayson County.
Isabel Blanton will come into the game. Van Meter tried to keep position, and I think it's probably one of those that next time you'll just say, if anything, you're up by 15. We need you in the game, or you're up by 14. Let her go. More important in the game. Hill's first free throw, good. But if you're watching on YouTube, we will end this stream. And it should, if technology works, automatically transition you into the next game when we begin it. Both free throws made by Hill, 45-33. Perkins spins out of the defense, takes it right up the middle, down the left side, parts the Red Sea, and an offensive foul on the inside is called on Kennedy Green. That is her first, team's third. Mike McClintock asked the official, what'd she do? And the official said, cleared her out. And Mike McClintock just nodded. I didn't see it. Again, that's one of those that I really just didn't see, meaning I just was watching Perkins and not Green. Decker at the free throw line. Grayson County up by 12 points in the game. Hill blows right past Jones. Layup right side, good. And it's a 10-point game now with 2:10 to go. Grayson County can't get too complacent now. Jones up the near side of the floor is bumped, no whistle. She tried to sell it. Now just runs it right back out front. Grayson County's got timeouts. They're just chasing Jones around. And up at the top of the key, Milam, hope she's okay. I don't know if she got hit in the face or something. Off to the left side, it is Jones. And a timeout is going to be taken by Mike McClintock. 1:48 to go. I don't know if Corey Milam's okay, if she got hit in the nose or something. She bent over at the half-court line for a couple of seconds. But it is a timeout taken. Grayson County's really had control of this game from the opening tip. They led 9-1 at one point. Ohio County stormed back to tie the game at 9. And since that point, it has been all Lady Cougars in the game. They lead 45-35 in the contest. Sydney Perkins has 21 points, 4 away from her career high. Bree Jones picking up where she left off as well. She has 9 points in this game. Isabel Blanton as well is in double figures with 10 points. Minute 48 to go here in this ball game. We'll try to see if we can't find a quick score or two as we're having this timeout here by the Lady Cougars. Sacred Heart and girls basketball leads Owensboro Catholic 17-12 at the end of the first quarter. Boys basketball, Bowling Green up by 1 on E-Town. Boys basketball at the end of the first quarter, Franklin Simpson leads Edmondson 20-11. And that appears to be most of the scores that we have for you as we scroll through the look here at halftime. LaRue County boys basketball leads North Hardin 39-34. Out of timeout. They give it into Bree Jones in the backcourt. Jones splits, loses, gains it back here with a minute 40 to go. She's being chased and now is going to be fouled by Hill at the top of the key, not top of the hill. We're not quite at Cherry Hall down there in Bowling Green. It'll be on Lily Kate Hill. It'll be her second, team's fifth. 2 shots coming for Bree Jones. She'll try to move it to double figures for the second straight game. She just got to make one for them, and she makes the first. The Ohio County students section has now gotten to their perch behind the basket. Second chance, Jones makes them both, 11 points. And we're going to have another timeout taken by Mike McClintock. As he said, you can't take them with you. 47-35, Grayson County with a lead, 1:39 to go here in this fourth quarter of play. As a reminder, looking ahead to some games coming up later on. Of course, we have the boys game following this one. That'll be about 20 minutes following the conclusion of this game. And then the coming up on Friday, we invite you to join us in Brownsville as the Cougars and Lady Cougars take on Edmondson County. I mean, listen, at Grayson County, Edmondson County, what else needs to be said? I mean, does anything really need to be said? I mean, last time we were there, if you know, just fireworks happen when those two teams match up. So we're really excited about that. And then on Saturday, our crew will travel to Adair County. It'll be our first trip there. There are many schools we haven't been to in this area of the state, but we're excited to go and check out Adair County High School. That game will begin at 6:30 there from Adair County for the boys, so our coverage will begin. It'll be on K105 as well, and K105 at Digital Productions. Out of the timeout, Grayson County leads 47-35. Lady Cougars have 1 timeout remaining. I believe it is just a 30. Ted Hill for Ohio County has 3 remaining. They're going to roll it in. And up at the top of the key. Bounce pass right side to Leisure. Top to Hill. She'll take the 3. Top of the key. It is an air ball. Decker tries to save it in, but goes into the Grayson County cheerleaders and can't get there. Ball heads back to Grayson. 1:26 to go. 47-35. Lady Cougars on top. Into Narvaez. Back into the middle to Jones. Jones slowly works as she crosses the timeline. Jones guarded by Hill. Jones speeds and is body checked by 2 Ohio County players, and Jones little slow to get up. Leisher came in high and hit her in the head, and hopefully Bree is okay.
Foul is on number 1 of Ohio County.
It's on Schrader.
That's her third at the line.
her third. It'll be Jones back to the line to shoot 2. Hopefully Bree is okay. I don't know if she took a knee to the head or what it was. First one, Jones is missed. Corey Milam comes into the game in place of Leisure. Second chance. Misses them both. Rebound on the floor by Decker. Outlet pass to Hill on the left wing. Hill, floater, 10 feet left side. Good for Hill. Now Ted Hill wants a timeout with 1:07 to go. The lead is back now to 10. 1:07 to go in the game. 47-37 is the game. See if there are any quick scores to bring you from around the region as we do another scroll through here. I see here in girls basketball, Logan County and Edmondson are headed to overtime. Final score from Hancock County. Davis County defeats Hancock County 54-43. And in boys basketball, Central Hardin leads John Hardin at halftime 44-23. Those are most of the scores that we see as we do the good old scroll through there. Out of the timeout, Grayson County has the 10-point advantage. They give it in to Blanton, but it's knocked out of bounds by Gray. Ted Hill calling, he's going to switch his defense around. Hill has guarded Perkins. They give it into Perkins, who almost stepped out of bounds, and she's fouled by Schrader. I believe that is her fourth.
Foul is on Emma Schrader. That is her fourth.
It is her fourth. 2 shots coming from Sydney Perkins. She's got 21 points in this game.
At the line for Grayson County, Sydney
Perkins is 5 of 5 from the stripe here today. 9 of 10 on the young season. Shooting into the Ohio County student section and misses the first. It's not something you're used to, as Edmondson County is one of the schools. Obviously, Grayson is one that the student section is set up behind the basket. Perkins gets the second. 22 points there for the senior. Grayson County leads 48-37. 1 minute to go in the game. Hill into the corner to Milam. Back outside to Hill. Guarded and almost lost it, did Hill. Gives it up top now to Gray. She'll take the 3. Top of the key. It's short. Rebound on the floor. Fighting for it. And Blanton comes down with it. Gives it to Perkins, who is fouled by Hill. That'll be her fourth. And Sydney Perkins will head back to the line. To chance to add to her 22 points. 44.3 on the clock here. Well, actually, it's only her third. I think I put a foul on someone else's. That's only her third, at least according to our PA announcer. 2 coming from Perkins. First one good for Sydney. She's inching closer to her career high. She's got 23. That career high is 25. This would allow Grayson to cross 50 in this game, and it pops out. Rebound out of bounds off of, I don't think anybody ended up touching it, so it was off of her. End of the game, Litzy Diaz Garcia. I'm assuming that's probably for some shooting. With a 12-point deficit, 40 seconds to go, you're going to have to start popping some threes if you're Ohio County. Up top, Gray, 3 is short. Rebound on the floor by Perkins for Grayson County, and she's fouled by Hill. And we'll have a little bit more coming. For Hill, that'll now be her fourth. I was just predicting the future a little bit earlier. And Perkins will get 2 more free throws. And I counted wrong on Sydney earlier. Her points were not what it was. I'm going to try and count here after she takes this first free throw. I'm getting old and apparently can't do math. That point was her 21st. Still a really solid game there for Sydney Perkins. And we're going to have subs in galore. Torrance comes in for Grayson. Smith comes in for Grayson. And Ted Hill as well also has a bunch of brand new players in the game. Elizabeth Leary is in. Both free throws good by Perkins, and then she is unintentionally knocked to the ground by Breeley Greathouse. Perkins will come out. 22 points on the day there for Sydney Perkins. Bree Jones also comes out. So you got Spain Howard, Bowman, Blanton, Torrance, Smith on the floor for Grayson County with 31 seconds to go in the game. And Mike McClintock setting back into the half-court defense, and he'll be able to pick up a win here today. And Spain Howard's going to foul up at the top of the key, foul Diaz Garcia, and that'll be free throws coming. That'll be her second. And Mike McClintock's calling over Addison Spain Howard, and probably going to tell her, saying, I love the aggressiveness, but we're up 14 points with 22.3. And I know for some players, it's hard to turn off that. And it's hard to be mad. It's, you know, and it's not like Mike McClintock was mad. It just was a coaching moment. Diaz makes the first free throw. And now we'll have Brooklyn Dennis that'll come in place of Isabel Blanton. Everybody's now played in the game. And the second free throw, good there by Diaz. She makes them both, 22.3. They're coming with some defensive pressure. And Bowman runs the point, gives it off now to Spain Howard. Are they going to foul or not? Doesn't appear that they will. They'll just be able to dribble it out if they want. Right side, Spain Howard with 10 seconds. Grayson County, barring a last-second shot, will win the game by a final score. Well, now here comes some pressure. Got to make sure it's not a foul. Bowman trapped up top. It's not going to matter. Grayson County defeats Ohio County by a final tally of 51-39. We'll come back, have more after this. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Look around your home, and there's probably something that was made right here in Litchfield. Leggett & Platt is a worldwide corporation making a wide range of products, including sofa sleeper and reclining hardware assemblies here at home. A portion of your Ashley, Lazy Boy, or England furniture might have been made by one of your neighbors. Join the Leggett & Platt team today. We're a one-shift operation with competitive wages. Our motto is, we work hard so you can rest easy. Leggett & Platt is an equal opportunity, affirmative action, veteran and disability employer.
The governor has declared a state of emergency, and evacuation is now underway as the storm approaches. The National Weather Service has issued a warning as it monitors the storm. Those in the following counties, therefore, should seek.
Convoy of Hope is ready to help you prepare for the next storm. Visit convoy.org/prepare.
Connection builds community. It grows the minds of future citizens and leaders. Connection teaches. It encourages. It builds confidence through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connection says together, we can.
The one thing I know about Grayson County Schools, when you get the right people going in the right direction, anything's possible.
We are GC Connected.
Look around your home, and there's probably something that was made right here in Litchfield. Leggett & Platt is a worldwide corporation making a wide range of products, including sofa sleeper and reclining hardware assemblies here at home. A portion of your Ashley, Lazy Boy, or England furniture might have been made by one of your neighbors. Join the Leggett & Platt team today. We're a one-shift operation with competitive wages. Our motto is, we work hard so you can rest easy. Leggett & Platt is an equal opportunity, affirmative action, veteran and disability employer.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
For the more than 1 million people living with Parkinson's disease, the Parkinson's Foundation celebrates movement at Moving Day, a movement toward life-saving resources. movement toward advancing research and care, movement toward a better life. We care. We fight. We move to beat Parkinson's. Move with us at movingdaywalk.org.
We had an MRI, and then all of a sudden this doctor comes in and he says to us, we have the potential here for a catastrophic event.
And he looked scared.
He looked terrified. And he's like, we got to operate now. It just all changed. Life changed.
Bryce is one of the 47 children per day who are diagnosed with cancer. Today's treatments aren't enough. To watch the rest of Bryce's story, visit childrenscancer.org/story.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Grayson County Lady Cougars win game one of our doubleheader tonight by a final score of 51-39. The scoring from Grayson County in this game, I haven't quite counted up Ohio counties, but for Grayson County, 22 points for Sydney Perkins, 11 for Bree Jones. Now for Bree Jones in her last two games after a first game of the season that was left some to be desired, only 1 point in that first game of the season, has now gone 14-11 in the last two. That's impressive. Bouncing back from two rough ones, and you're showing growth, and I thought she played really well with some aggressive takes. And aggressive play is what can take her to the next level. 11 points from Bree Jones, 10 from Isabel Blanton, 4 from Ella Narvaez, but she was a rebounding machine on the inside. 2 each for Sutton Van Meter and for Allie Jennings. Sutton didn't play a lot, was dealing with foul trouble the entire game, but when she was in, she made a difference, pulled down some rebounds, and so on. We're hopefully going to get a chance to talk to Coach Mack here in a few minutes to get his thoughts on this game. Again, your final score, though, in game number one, 51-39. When Coach Mack does come, if he comes in the next couple of minutes, if not, things might change. At the end of our interview, we will end our broadcast and begin a new one. If you're listening on the radio, just stay tuned in. You won't miss a thing. If you're watching on Facebook, you will have to join a news stream. If you're watching on YouTube, it should automatically make you join the next stream if everything goes as planned. And that's obviously the hope with that, as Grayson County wins 51-39 against Ohio County in game number one of our doubleheader. The boys teams will play here coming up. And, we're just about 15 minutes away from that game. We'll take a break, talk to Coach Mack after this. This is Lady Cougar Basketball on K105.
Connection builds community. It grows the minds of future citizens and leaders. Connection teaches. It encourages. It builds confidence. Through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connection says together, we can.
The one thing I know about Grayson County Schools, when you get the right people going in the right direction, anything's possible.
We are GC Connected.
Are you ready to help your family get prepared for the unexpected? Here we go! Ladybug and Cat Noir know how important it is to be ready, because you never know when Hawkmoth is going to strike or a disaster will hit. And you don't need miraculous powers. Just put those planning skills you already have to good use. Make a plan that will help you and your family be ready when emergencies happen. Ready Kids can help. Get started at ready.gov/kids.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Jim writes, I'm so glad I came to Future Designs for my new roof. The staff was so helpful and knowledgeable, and they made sure I got the right materials for my needs. Thanks, Jim. Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ashley Gabbard, internal medicine physician with Owensboro Health. I'd like to talk with women 40 and over about having annual mammograms, even if there is no history of breast cancer in your family. Early detection provides women a strong advantage in fighting breast cancer. Ask your primary care provider for a referral and schedule your screening online at owensborohealth.org/mammogram.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Ohio County High School, where the Grayson County Lady Cougars are winners tonight against Ohio County by the final score of 51-39. We're joined now by Coach Mack. And Coach, 2-1, you pick up your first region win of the year. Got to be pretty happy with the team's performance.
I'm very happy with the way the girls are playing. They're playing hard on defense. I mean, there's some things we got to work on offense against a team like that, and that's, we got to take better care of the ball and not get in such a hurry.
I thought a couple of players really stood out. I think Sydney, today, it's weird to ever call it a quiet 22, but I feel like it was a quiet 22 from her.
It was. She did a good job of getting to the basket, I thought. And then they started fouling her late, and that's almost, automatic. I think she maybe missed one there late, but she played a great game. We were in foul trouble with Sutton getting in foul trouble. That really worried us, but I'll tell you, Peyton Bowman has stepped into all three of our games and not played a lot of minutes, but her minutes that she gets have been good. So, we got to build off that. Thought Allie played really well inside. Ella was a monster on the boards.
You were leading right into my next question on Ella.
And then I thought Isabel played a real good overall game. But our defense, I'm so proud of them with our defense.
They had 2 made field goals in the first half.
Yeah.
I mean, none in the second quarter. I mean, that's incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got to be extremely happy with the way your defense was.
I am, and we'll get back after tomorrow. There's some things we're going to work on, and of course we got a big one Friday, district game, and we just got a lot of things we got to work on between now and then, and not get let up any at all.
I said something. Bree had a take late in the game. It might have been her final basket, and it was. I describe it, and I wrote it down here. You probably can't read my chicken scratch, but it says confidence.
Yes.
And it was a confident take for her, and I think I said something along the lines of, if she starts playing with confidence, if I'm a district rival, I'm starting to get a little scared.
Well, Sam, I think overall the whole team is beginning to play with some confidence. There's some we got to really work on to get their confidence up, but that'll come as the season goes. So. Yeah, I'm really happy with everybody. I can't complain on defensive end. I thought we rebounded better tonight, and our full court man-to-man was really good, I thought.
I wanted to make sure that we did specifically ask about Ella too, because I don't know that there was a single rebound she did not get tonight.
Well, that's what I'm telling you. It was hard I couldn't take her out because she was control of the board so much, and her defense is great. So. I'm just happy, Sam. I'm not for me, but for the girls, because they've worked hard.
On Friday, you mentioned it. This rivalry from the other end, Grayson County, Edmondson, and I know I always like to say it wouldn't matter if this was Grayson's best team, or Edmondson's worst team, or vice versa, or whatever. It's going to be a war because both teams want to win. Edmondson beat Logan tonight by 5 points in overtime. Williams is as good as you're going to get in the region as opposed.
They've got other players stepping up like Cook and Souders. So they're getting some players around Carrie Ann to where that they're going to be tough to beat.
And did Coach Booth coach under you?
Yes.
So you know him I'm sure
I know him real well, but now he runs stuff different than I did. I'm too old-fashioned.
You run things better than he does, right?
Huh?
Is it a little better than he does, right?
No, I think Jody does a heck of a job. And
I kid.
Him following Bart, was because Bart was very successful there, and me and Bart are tight. We're like brothers, and so I just hope we play with the intensity we've been playing. That's all I can ask out of these girls.
Coach, congrats on the win. We'll see you on Friday.
Thanks a lot.
That's head coach Mike McClintock. If you're watching on our digital production stream, it will end and a new one will begin shortly, as this is Lady Cougar Basketball on K105.